Hello and welcome back or welcome to the channel. So today I thought I'd take you through the process of putting together some new bookshelves and just sorting out kind of my home office. It's turning into a little bit of like a mini library, to be honest with you, because I just have so many books and I really need to get them under control. We have like stacks, we have just shelves that have gone crazy. So I just thought I would sort everything out. It's Sunday afternoon, so the perfect time for a little reset. And yeah, I thought I'd take you along for the journey. Okay, so we have the new bookcases ready here. So I think I'm just going to start out by putting the shelves in. They fit on quite nicely, so there's no tools or anything that are needed. So yeah, I think I'm just going to do that, give it a little bit of a dust, and then we will start getting the books on there. So the shelves are all in and they are freshly polished. I did have to ask my mum for some help with one peg, which was so stubborn, it did not want to come out. And she ended up getting some pliers to help that one out. But they're all in, and yeah, now it's time for the fun part, which is putting the books on. So I think I'm going to do some rearranging of my other shelves as well. I actually have 3 more bookcases in this room. These are the new cases, which I am loving. I also have this one, which is just horror and then kind of random books on the top. We have this one, these white units, which I would really like to get rid of because I just find that they take up a lot of space, and as you can see, it kind of infringes on this bookshelf. Like there's a lot of kind of space along the back which I can't use. So ideally this is mostly kind of notebooks, textbooks, my printer. I'd really love to move those into boxes, or even into like shelf space if we've got enough, because then I can just get rid of that and it will make the room seem a little larger. And then we have this bookshelf, which is again mostly like horror along the top. This is kind of my shelf for the books I've read, which is really bad because as you can see there's a lot for the books I have yet to read. We have horror along the top shelf. We have my tutoring books. I was a tutor for 8 years, so we have all of those kind of on there. This is Harry Potter and like Percy Jackson, fantasy, and some more tutoring books. This is self-help, and then also just stuff that like can't fit anywhere else. These are all just like literary fiction and other books that I have read. So I really want to sort this out. I also have like piles on the floor. I'm not showing you the whole floor because there's just other crap in there that like needs a home. So you can see there's a couple of piles down there as well. I think I'm going to start out by putting the hardback books that I have on this shelf here, because that's something I've really struggled with in terms of space. My other bookshelves can't fit hardbacks in. So I think I'm going to start with that, and then yeah, I'll take you through the process of deciding what else I put on these shelves. At the bottom there's quite a few hardbacks there as well. So what I'm thinking is actually we move some of those over to the new case, and then that might make some room for these ones at the bottom there, and then we can actually potentially get rid of this unit. So yeah, let's do that. So we have one shelf of the unit clear now, which is amazing. So most of that has gone onto the bottom shelf of this case, and then obviously a few on the new case as well. That's really positive. I think the next port of call is to get the books on the floor put into the new shelves. So a lot of these books I've never read before, and I kind of want to keep the new shelves as books that I haven't read before, and then obviously as I clear them out they can either go to charity or I can move them onto the shelf once I've sorted this, but that might be another video. Yes, I think we're going to move the books that are kind of strewn across the floor onto the new shelves, and then hopefully that will clear up some floor space. So for context as well, the reason why it's been a bit messy, obviously as I said I had one shelf that was kind of broken and full. But also when we moved into this house about a year and a half ago, I was undergoing rehabilitation for a shoulder injury, so I really struggled to kind of unpack everything and get everything sorted because my shoulder was so bad. And you've probably seen from the videos I also have like a brace on my foot. I have a condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which means I can like dislocate quite easily, and I'm more prone to kind of injuries than the average person. Thankfully I have actually been discharged from my shoulder, which is amazing news. That was earlier this year in September, but the foot is still recovering a little bit, but thankfully hopefully not as serious of an injury as the shoulder was. So the foot has just come out of like a walking boot sort of a week and a half ago, so we're just kind of keeping it compressed a little bit while we do some work. So I just really feel like I want to get my space nice and clean and cozy and just a nice environment to work in, honestly. So that's where we're at. So let's keep on going, get some of these books put on the shelves and just create a bit of space, which will be lovely. As you can see, we have now filled these cases, which is amazing, and it's definitely cleared up a lot of space on the floor. I've also taken a lot of the books that were like stacked on top of here and put them in these cases, which is really good because it's cleared up some of that space. And I've also found a few books that I don't think I'll reread, so I might give those to charity. I do need to do a bit of sorting, and I know it's not the most aesthetically pleasing at the moment, but I've just wanted to kind of get them on there and then we can rearrange where necessary. So I think my next task is to just go through and sort out any books that I want to give to charity. I did pull a few out as I was sorting, and I think I'm also going to go back through my shelves and just comb out anything that I think I honestly won't read. Obviously I'm trying to broaden my genre pickings because I do want to give you different suggestions and recommendations based on, you know, different genres, and I can't do that if I just stay in my comfort zone. But I think if I've had the book for like years and it's one that I always gravitate away from, I might put that in the charity pile. I also have two piles of books that were like books I loved in my childhood, and I can't find it within me to get rid of them yet. So I think we need to maybe make some space on a shelf somewhere for those books because they can't just stay on the floor. I've basically reached the point now where I'm like, I need to get this office sorted. Everything is going to have a home or it's going to go. So let's just go through and really be intentional about the books that we want to keep. Okay, so it's now about 5 to 6 p.m. so I've been going at this for about 3 hours. It's looking so much better, honestly. I'm so proud of how much I've got done today, especially with like a bad foot, and I'm not gonna lie, it's really getting quite painful now, so I think I need to go and rest and elevate it for a little while. I've got some like tendon and ligament damage in it, so just need to be careful not to overdo it. I'm going to show you what we have managed to do today. There is actual space on the floor now, which is amazing because there were just piles before. I do still have a few Halloween decorations up because I am obsessed with Halloween and with the autumn, so clinging on to that for as long as I can. But yeah, let me show you. This is what it looks like now. You can see there's actual space down here, which is so amazing. I have piled up a few bits here, so like my files, the books that I used to enjoy when I was younger, which again I do kind of want to keep for sentimental reasons, but I just need to find a place for. You can just see that it's so much better. I think the next phase, if you like, will be to get rid of these units here, this white unit, and then I would really like to move this, sort this out, move that there and move everything along. I just think that will again create a lot more space. I do have again some things in the corner that I need to sort out. They're like things from uni, but I'm really pleased of where we're at with this right now. I think it's made such a huge difference and the space just seems so much nicer to work in. So it's a work in progress, but I'm really pleased with where we're at the end of today. Thank you so much for watching this little vlog. If you enjoyed it, let me know and I'd be happy to do some more in the future. As I said, I really want to kind of sort the rest of the office out. I'd really like to put a chair in here, like a cozy reading chair as well. I think that would be so cute. And I also want to organise the shelves, whether it's like colours or genres or whatever. I'd like to do that because today we just kind of shoved them on. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the vlog or whether you prefer more kind of general videos like TBRs, recommendations, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!